class, how you doing today? For my demonstration speech, I will be making a spice cake for you. It's my favorite cake, first time making the cake by myself, so bear with me. Few key items you're going to need to make this cake with are, you need a pan, you need cake mix, you need a bowl to put it in, you need eggs, a mixer, measuring cup, oil, and one of these to scrape it out with. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is, one more thing. You're going to need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to do to make this cake, put the cake batter in a bowl. As you can see, it's in a bowl. The second thing I'm going to do is you put 1 cup of water. Just 1 cup, that's all you need. So I'm going to put it in here nice and evenly. Make sure you spread it around. The next thing you're going to need is to put oil in. It has to be 1/3 of a cup. So here I go. Put it in there. Okay, make sure you put it in there pretty evenly. Make sure you spread it out. Make sure it looks nice. Okay, the next thing you're going to put 3 eggs. No more than 3. You don't need no more than 3 eggs. So here's 1 egg. Here's number 2. And here's number 3. Okay, after you put the 3rd egg in, then you go to this mixer. Now, the first thing you want to remember on the mixer, before you start it, you need to make sure it's in the bowl. So I'm going to put it in the bowl. The next thing you need to know is that make sure that it's on 1 for at least 30 seconds so you can get a mix so it doesn't go everywhere. So I'm going to turn it to 1 right now. And it doesn't need to mix for that long. You just need to make sure that it gets nice and evenly mixed out. And on 1 it doesn't really turn that much, so I'm gonna turn it up in a little bit. I just want to make sure that I get the big clumps out the way. So I think it's been about 30 seconds, so I'm gonna turn it up to 3 now. So now it's on 3. It's mixing a lot better. It's still not there. So in about 10 more seconds, I'm going to turn it up to 6. Okay. Turn it up a little bit more. As you can see, it got a little louder, so I got to talk a little louder so you can hear me. But it's turning out well, as you can see. It's mixing well. About 30 more seconds, and we'll be fine. Almost done. 10 more seconds. Okay, the next thing you want to do, when you turn this thing off, make sure you don't lift it up and turn it off. Make sure you turn it off first and then take it out. Saves you a mess. Okay, I'm going to put this down. It's going to get a little dirty. I have to clean it. Okay, the next thing you do, you want to put it in the oil. But to make sure it doesn't stick, you want to put a little oil in the pan. As you can see, look, I just put a little bit. Oh, that's a little much, but it's okay. And then I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to mix it all around so it doesn't stick. Grandmother taught me this. Okay, after that, then you can take this and make sure you pour it in evenly, because you don't want one side of the cake to be, bigger than the other. So I'm gonna, make sure I spread the pan out nice and evenly. Okay, and then you take this thing right here, and it helps you scrape a lot of it out. Again, this is my first time making a cake by myself, so. Okay, almost done. Get all the good stuff out of there. You get the luxury of licking the bowl if you like that. I don't like that. Okay. And after this, spread it out nice and evenly. And after spread it out nice and evenly, the oven's on preheat. And you stick it in there. It's going to be in there for about 25 to 30 minutes. After it gets done, it'll eventually look like this. And this is a red velvet cake, but as you can see, it's a nice, made cake. And look, as you can see. And that's my speech.